Well, welcome back everybody to another video. It's freezing rain outside and weather's terrible, but it is November. Even the highways are icy. There's accidents everywhere. So it's a little hard to go do any magnet fishing. So I thought, well, may as well make another video. My bench over there was getting full of all these treasures and stuff that I was trying to fix up and everything. So I thought, well, why not show you guys whatever some more treasures I got, and then I can get that put away and have my bench back. So I'm going to start down from the table or whatever and work my way through, but I'll try and be quick, make this a quick video. But I thought maybe you guys would want to see these treasures again and stuff that what we're finding. So for starters, right off the bat, I'm going to show you this little scooter we found. And I cleaned it right up. I pressure washed it and everything. Perfectly working good little scooter. And that's going to make some kid happy one of these days. Like, oh, there'll be a kid someday that doesn't have one of these, and I'm going to give it to him. But that's one of the treasures that we found. I'm pretty proud of this one. And then another scooter that I got, it didn't have the handlebars on it, but when our magnet fishing trips at a pond, we found handlebars. And I was throwing it in the scrap pile, and I thought, well, maybe that'll fit the scooters. I only got the bottom half of it. And sure enough, whatever, it fit. So this is the other scooter we got. Like I say, well, the handlebars ain't that great. I don't know why whatever kid taped it up like this. I guess he was trying to be artistic. But anyways, it does work. It functions perfectly. The brakes and everything all work on these scooters. So I'll give it to another kid, like I said, that don't have one or whatever. And of course, they're not going to get something brand new, but it does work. It works perfectly. So thought I'd show you guys that real quick. I'm just going to get this down here out of the way. Making noise. So anyways, let's get down to it and see what all these nice little treasures I got. I'm pretty proud of all the stuff we've got. So for starters, whatever, I'm going to show you this ice cleaner. It was perfectly good little ice cleaner. Actually, mine broke. So this will actually come in handy now for ice fishing this year. But anyways, I found this. Even the tag and everything was still on it. But it was down in the mud beside the dock on one of the ponds, or one of the lakes I was at. It was at a trout lake out in grizzly bear country. But yeah, I found that thing there. It was right on. So good. I could use one of these. So that's one item. Another one of these fishing rod holders. I got a bunch of these now. Even a few of them I even gave them away. What am I going to do with them all? So I gave them away or whatever. We found, what was it, 3 or 4 of these. And this one, I got another one on a charger, but they work. I couldn't believe it. And I don't smoke these things. But my daughter's boyfriend, Dwight, he said that, yeah, these things are expensive. He said, this is probably about $80. So anyways, I cleaned it right up, whatever. It does need a new battery put into it. The battery doesn't keep a charge very long. So a new battery in it, it'll work fine, and put a new coil in it. And yeah, it'll work perfectly. Perfect little vape. And also another thing we got, now everyone shook their head on me, why I kept this stuff. You know, and I'm kind of like, well, what if I find a fishing rod wherever that doesn't have one of these? I got 3 of them now. Like maybe I can repair a fishing rod and make it functional again. So I did keep little things like this. I got my corner dirty with it. Another thing too was, bear with me, I'm trying to reach over my table. Found sunglasses again. And I'm shocked that there's no scratches, nothing on these sunglasses. Like they're nothing wrong with them. Do I look cool with these ones now compared to the last video? Anyway, so weird color. That's not the color I'd wear. But anyway, yeah, they're perfectly good sunglasses, but I don't know, if somebody wants them, they can have them. They're not fit to my liking. But all fun aside, I guess it would be good for Halloween. But another thing I found, I just got this recently, actually, in last previous video. And it's a perfectly working fly reel. The line, I think the line and everything's still good on it. Like, I was looking at it like, So I cleaned it right up, whatever, and lubed it a little bit, whatever. And then when I was working it, like it would jam, like, oh, no way. So, okay, I'm gonna have to take this thing apart. So then I got fiddling with it, whatever. And when I lubed it up and stuff, and I cleaned it right up, and I was turning this, and just happened to shake it a little bit, whatever, and a little tiny pebble came out of it. I thought, well, maybe it was a part. I thought maybe it was a little bearing egg. I looked, no, it's a little pebble rock. And now, perfectly good little fly reel. So I'm going to give this to my daughter, Haley. She's been wanting to fly fish and have her own fly fishing rod and reel. So I thought, well, you got yourself a reel now, a perfectly one with a break and everything on it, better than mine. And all she has to do now is just buy the rod and she's set. So that's a cool little find. I better lay that down. It's going to fall down anyway. Well, another thing I found a Sony camera. And I thought, well, I had it in rice for quite some time. And I put batteries in it, but I don't know how the damn thing works. But I put batteries in it and a green light kicked on. But it didn't open up. Nothing opened up. So maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. So once I talk to somebody or whatever that maybe knows more about these cameras, maybe it does work. And if it does, and I found a SD card that was in this thing. I put it on my computer and it worked. And there was a young lady on there, whatever, for graduation and stuff. And they were down at that lake. And I've been trying hard to see if I can find that person and return her stuff back. I don't know if it works, if it perfectly functions or not, because the view screen in here was full of water. So I doubt if that even works, but I think the SD card would be the more important thing to her anyway. And I do have that. I would like to return it. Another item we found, this is the very first cell phone I ever found. It's a Samsung. And I was so proud of this thing. I'm still proud of it, but it don't work. It doesn't work. Well, I don't think it does. We plugged it in or whatever. It's like it's not indicating any power or anything like that. It even had a case on it. The case was destroyed. So it must have been down the lake way too long. But you'll see me in one of my videos pulling this up. Still, to me, it's a cool find. I just noticed it's got a couple cracks right here. But still, you can't tell on camera. I mean, actually, when I look at it like this, you can't tell. When I put it on an angle with my lighting and stuff, I can see cracks. But anyways, it's not working or whatever, so I was kind of discouraged on that. Though maybe I could get this thing working and find out who the rightful owner is and give it back to him. But I guess that's the way it goes. Oh, I found this DeWalt. This thing's like new. Look at this thing. This will definitely be going in my toolbox. I'm not giving this away. I could use this. I don't even have one of these, so yeah. I used to have one, but I broke it. But this is a DeWalt. Like DeWalt's a good name. So got that knife. My brother-in-law Gordy, they came down to us to a lake with him and his wife, and he was using my 600-pound double-sided magnet. Not too many people that come down and use my magnets where they see this little magnet about this big and they go, "Wow, really?" But anyways, he used it, whatever, and be darned if he didn't pull up this knife. So I cleaned it right up, fully functional. It's nice and sharp. It's got a really cool design. I don't know if you guys can see that design on it or not, but it's a beautiful working knife. So sharpened it up. I cleaned it up for him, and now I wanted to show on the video and show you guys this. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this to him because he did find it. So, and he was proud of it. It was his very first find. First time magnet fishing, he finds a knife. Took my second video, whatever, to get me my first knife. But yeah, I can't wait to give that to him. Another knife I found, like we tried Googling this. This knife is probably from the 30s. But it needs a good sharpening. Like you can tell, like it's an old blade. Well, I don't know if it was homemade or what it was or whatever, but it's got antler handle on it and everything. And you can see where the leather used to be is in here. And it's rotted right off, like in here too. See that? I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm quite far away from the camera. But anyways, that's the only thing that's wrong with it, but it's a good functioning knife. And I thought, you know, I'm not going to get rid of this. I think I'm just going to hang it on the wall behind my bar here. I got a bar in my shop here. So I'm going to hang it behind the wall, and I think that'll look nice. Then I found this other knife. This has been down a long time, a long time in the water. Even when I tried cleaning it up, little pieces of wood was coming off of this. So, oh, just leave it alone. This even slid off the handle when I found it. I was like, oh. But now I had to dry it out, whatever. Now, it stays in there. But you can see, like it's got its wear and tear from being down in the water for so long. So I thought, you know what? That's going to be another wall hanger because that thing's an antique. You're not the odds of me finding one of these again is very slim. So I'm going to hang that one on the wall too. Oh, and another knife I found here. This is another antique. See, same setup. It used to have the leather around the handle part back in the day. And it just totally rotted right off. And we found this knife like this. So I thought, I'm not going to try and restore it, nothing like that. Because look at the blade on it. It is sharp though. It's very sharp. So I thought, no, I'll hang it on the wall. It'll look cool behind my bar. So that's definitely what I'm going to do with that. Then I found this one. This is really cool. SOG knife. Not sure like the value of these knives. They can't be that much money, like I don't think. But look at the shape that knife's in. And this one's razor sharp. Like I sharpened it up a little bit and stuff, and I'm actually quite happy with the knife. But that's another nice knife I got. And an air tag we found. I can't remember. I think Tammy found this. But all it needs is a battery. There's nothing wrong with this thing. So I thought, man, is that ever a neat? Well, what's the odds of finding one of those? But put a battery in. I want to see if it works. Who knows? Maybe the rightful owner still has it on their phone or something like that. Well, maybe they can track it and I can give it back to them. I'd be happy with that. Working our way down, however, Tammy found this little box. And she was so proud of it. It actually had nail clippers in it. And she's flipping out. Oh, and she thought it was a knife. This is nail clippers. She's laughing. It was funny. But it came with a little fly hooks. I cleaned it up. It's got all the little fly hooks on it, see? So it's got all the fly hooks and everything for it. But that's a cute little kit. She likes it. Another one of them or whatever is one of these. It's another little fly kit. And it had the flies. I cleaned it right up. It's got the flies and everything. I don't know if you can see that or not. But cool little kit. Actually, I actually need one of these for my fly reel. I'll take this one. And then, Swiss Army knives. We got a few of these too. And, they were seized up and everything else. I got no fingernails, but there we go. But yeah, it's good little knives. I think these are kind of cool. I actually like these things. And here's another one we found. I think Tammy found this one here. I'm certain Tammy found this one. Let's see, perfectly functional little knife. I think the knives are cool. I like finding knives. Here's another one we found. There again, perfectly functional knife. I'm not going to open up every one. And we found this little pocket knife. I thought this is kind of neat. Like, this is an old knife. Some old timer probably had that thing for years in his pocket. Look at the blade on it, you can tell. It's been sharpened right down on this end here. So imagine somebody's had that for a good many years and bad enough or whatever, they lost it in the lake. It's a shame. Feel sorry for the feller. Another thing, I found two of these. These got to be antique, I'm certain they are. This one still sort of works, but these little Zippo lighters. Well, they're not Zippos, but I call them Zippos, but I'm pretty sure these are antiques. Quote me, I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, leave a comment and let me know. I've never seen these to buy these in stores. I just seen these in antique shops. So I did find them. Another thing is, the pair of pliers. My brother-in-law was here. We couldn't figure this out. Like I don't know if this is an antique. Like I've never seen these in stores. But the first thing hit my mind was they got to be plumber's pliers. Like I thought, on the cap of a pipe, wherever, that's probably what this is for. I think I don't know. And this part here, where it's pointy here, I thought, well, that's for marking pipes. So you put it around your pipe, and then you bring it around, and it leaves a mark for. That's where you make your cut. But that's the only thing I can figure out what these things are for. And like I said, I don't know if they're antiques or what. I just never seen a pair like that in a hardware store. But I thought, yeah, that's kind of a cool find. I didn't mind that at all. Another pair, I got these clamp styles for taking off fish's hooks. We found a few of these actually. I like these things. Like they're so handy for multi things like cleaning drains out and stuff. Actually, I use them lots for help cleaning drains out, or use them for fishing. But yeah, perfectly function. Like a nice setup. These. Then we found like I find a lot of these needle nose pliers. It's just crazy how people lose these. Like this is a neat little pair for trout fishing. But there's no grip on here, so I kind of wondered about that. But I think they'd still work for that reason, for that, eh? But nice little pair. These are like brand new, these ones. And then, like I said, I got more. Like I said, I got so many of these darn things. It's crazy. But yeah, perfectly working needle nose pliers. Yeah, another one. And then I got here's another pair. Look at that sucker. Tammy found these. She was using her 360 2,000-pound magnet from Beast Magnet or Platinum Online Products. They're Beast Magnets. She found these, but these are nice. These are going to my toolbox. She ain't getting these. These are going to my toolbox. These will be handy. Another thing was I found an old. I don't know if are these antiques or they still sell these in Canadian Tires and stuff. But it's an old fish scraper. So I cleaned it right up or whatever. But I'm not sure if they must sell these things. They must, but I've never really used one. I never needed one. Another thing here was, a dumbbell. Found that in the lake. There's no rust on the tag and everything's still on it. You know? But what the heck would they be using that for? Are they a boat weight? Like, kind of shook my head on that one, but oh well. And if a guy did this about 10 million times, he can look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. This one here, this is a really cool find. I found this old axe, or hatchet, I should say. But even look at this, like it's been down there a long time, like probably what, a few years. And I thought, well, maybe a guy could take that head off there, put a new handle on it, grind it down. A guy could reuse this again. Then I got really looking, I'm like, you know what? No way. I'm going to leave this exactly the way it is, just like this. I'm going to hang it on my wall, right behind my bar. Because this is such a cool, to me, it's an artifact. It's just, this thing's awesome. I just can't believe it. Like when you find stuff like this, it's hard for me to part with it or take it apart or restore it. I like to just leave it original and hang it up just like that. I think that looks so cool. Another thing was Tammy just found this here too, not recently. On a dog leash. That's a cool find. Like I always say in the videos, that's a cool find. But yeah, nice little dog leash. Works perfectly. Nothing wrong with it. So yeah, she was pretty happy with that. We find stuff like this too. These clip things or whatever people put around their neck or whatever. I don't really bother with them. So I'll probably give it away to somebody. Another thing we found was this air pump. Now, I never tested this one yet. I need batteries for it. But who knows if it works? Actually, my brother-in-law had his eyes on it. He was magnet fishing with us. And I said, if that thing works, I said, you can have it because I already got a couple of these anyway. So I'm going to give that to him. Down the line. Let's see what else we got here. The fish hooks. Like Canada has so many fishing lakes. We got beautiful lakes here. So we're going to start with, actually, first, before I start with the fish hooks, I got to show this fishing rod. It's got its corrosion. And the only problem, well, I had to tear it all completely apart. Like it was, I don't know, just seized up and everything. And so I put a 12-pound trilene fish line on it. Even the leader on it we found, but it's brand new. And I took it all apart, re-greased it, put it all back together, and it's perfectly functioning fishing rod. Casted it, works perfectly. The problem I had with it, it was so down the water so long, or whatever, it was corroding, and it corroded right here. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. So I had to take a file and I filed that down a little bit, just so there was no edge. And now, yeah, it works. This thing works absolutely perfect. It's a perfect little fishing rod. So that's actually the one I got on one of my videos there when I found 2 fishing reels in the same spot. And this is the second one. I already showed you the first one. That's the one I said it's going in my truck. I'm keeping that. So I'll set that out of the way. Now we'll get on with the fish hooks. Now, I've had some of this foam stuff, so this makes life easier. I'm not going to go through every darn fish hook. But look at these fish hooks I got. Man, that's not even close to what I have. I got 4 tackle boxes full of these things. But yeah, there's some of the spinners I found and Tammy's found or whatever. Tammy's pretty proud of this one here. And your rubber jigs and stuff. And I'm just slowly like keeping whatever I find, whatever. I'm just going on my bench. And maybe, try and repair some of these hooks. But most of these I didn't have to repair anything. But that's the spinners and rubber jigs. The J hooks and stuff, it's nerve-wracking. You get a lot of those J hooks on those trout legs. But anyways, I do keep whatever's good or whatever, especially if they're colored or whatever, like that one there. But there's some of the J hooks I got, little teardrops and stuff. So they are, to me, they're kind of cool little finds. But a lot of those J hooks and stuff, I'm throwing right to the scrap bin. What am I going to do with all these J hooks? Nobody's going to want all of them, and they're cheap to buy in the store. And then here's some of the hooks, other hooks I got. Quite a bit of hooks there, right? But yeah, they're nice little treasures. But foam works good where I can do this and just quickly show you the hooks and something pretty nice looking. Well, someday maybe I'll probably give them to somebody. We'll see how it goes. I'll go through and keep some of them. I want to make a little kit just for my truck for my other reel. You never know. I'll come up to a creek somewhere, a little lake, whatever. If I'm not busy, whatever, maybe I'll do a little fishing in the summertime. Probably magnet fishing. Yeah. Now another hook. I found the spinner here. This is a really cool hook. This is really neat. It's got 2 prongs on, or 2 prongs on it like this. So you can put your bait on it. I thought this was actually a really cool find. But yeah, neat little hook. Couldn't stick it on that foam, whatever, but I thought I'll just quickly show you guys. So basically, that's almost it. Just let me look around here, double check, make sure I want to show you guys, make sure I don't miss out on anything. The main one I wanted to show you, but I wanted to do at the end of my video, is this. This, I think, is one of my most coolest finds that I ever found. And when I found it, whatever, it was hooked to my magnet, whatever. First thing hit my mind, I thought it was a meteorite. And what shocked me was in the lake, and there's like 2 feet of mud and stuff. My magnet grabbed this. And I came up with, no way, there's no way I got a meteorite. So my daughter Haley, she got a hold of some scientists, I guess in Edmonton, at the Space Science Center. I don't know who she got a hold of. And what this is magnetite. And they said, wow, like the fair size. They sent us pictures and stuff like that. But I've never found magnetite this big in my life. So this is going to be probably it's going to be a wall ornament for me. Put on the counter. I'll find some use for it, but I'm not going to get rid of it. I've already had people wanting to buy this. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting rid of it. But totally magnet. She's a magnet. I think that's so cool. Look at that. Isn't that neat? You're totally magnetized. A nice big magnet. Like I say, I'm going to keep that. Like I'm not partnering with that at all. You guys, as the viewers and stuff, leave me a comment. Would you sell that or give it away, or would you keep it? Because I'll guarantee, I bet you'd want to keep it. I know I do. But that's basically about it for today's show or whatever, and or video, and just want to quickly show you some of the stuff or whatever. And if you guys enjoyed the video or whatever, maybe hit that subscribe button, and and then you'll get notifications or whatever that every time I come up with a new video. I try to do one once a week if I can, but winter is coming, and I'm trying to stockpile on the videos. So bear with me. I'm going to try and make as many videos as I can, even if it's doing stuff like this, just to make that other video. So, and if you do subscribe, just leave a comment, say subscribed. That makes me happy. I see on those comments and stuff like that, like I like reading those comments. So I really appreciate the comments and everything, and you guys are great. Hopefully I can get back out and do some more magnet fishing before the ice gets on the lakes. I'm hoping maybe Tammy and I can go tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. But anyways, that's another wrap for the video, and we'll see you guys out there in the water, I hope, before winter hits. You guys have a great, safe weekend. We'll see you guys again.